They're all set, 1950 metres, and away they go from the 1950 metre marker. Lucretius is right there, and on the outside, Tin Cup's going off to be amongst the leading group early on. Woodland Glades well positioned shortly after the start. Jaham on the outside. Shotgun Willie's further back in the run. Lucretius is the white cap now, one of the trailers early on, and Jaham is going around them. So Jaham is keen and leads it. In second position is Tin Cup with the white cap. Bellis Pablo and Woodland Glade, they travel together. Woodland Glade is also a little bit strong with the brown cap. Captain Oliver's on the outside with the yellow silks. Then comes Bellis Pablo. A number of fighters in this event. They are followed by French Trip. Woodland Glade has now moved off that rail, or a little bit wide, but is going around them there to be a close-up second. They are followed by Shotgun Willie, racing about 8 lengths off the leader. Then Give Us Grace, Flying Cool. Behind that one is Duke of Africa. Then the grey KMI. Behind that is Hot Strike, who's racing about 12 or 13 lengths off the leader, as Jaham has now opened up to lead by about 4 lengths as they move to the 700 metre marker. So Jaham, Woodland Glade is second. Captain Oliver's in the yellow. At the rail there we find Tin Cup with the white cap. Then comes French Trip. Along the inside, Bellis Pablo. Further back is Give Us Grace, Shotgun Willie. They're followed further back in the run. Trying to make a run is Lucretius. And on the outside is Duke of Africa. Coming down to the 300 metre marker. Jaham still leads it. On the outside of that one there, running on is Captain Oliver. Down the inside, French Trip. Flying Cool's trying to get into the race. And running on is Give Us Grace. Coming to the 200 metre marker though. French Trip, Captain Oliver, and down the inside, Give Us Grace. That's French Trip though. And French Trip is going to win it. Second will go to Give Us Grace, then Captain Oliver and Flying Cool. Number 10, and that is French Trip. Kabela Matsinyani, Duncan Alls. For Mrs. H. Cohn, the Trippy. Win number 2 from 16, bred by Mike Jolly Breeding, and number 10, 4.70. So that's French Trip, who comes home and wins it a length and a quarter. Second, number 1, Give Us Grace. If we run it across, that pays 16.40 and 4.20. Third position will go to number 3, Captain Oliver. And that ends up the tote favourite. Then Flying Cool. Further back in the run was Lucretius. And then came Shotgun Willie. So as we look at this, and the winner is towards the left-hand side with the red cap. And that comes home well. And that's number 10, French Trip, who goes on to scores, proved to be consistent, and ends up winning it under Kabelo Matsinyali. That's the running of the 8th. We've still got 9 and 10 to come. Back to the studio.